today is the third day of the international boot camp in North Cyprus, and in the new stream, Salih Kayalı will play against Maya Peycheva. Salih Kayalı from North Cyprus and Maya Peycheva from Bulgaria. And of course, one of the greatest players, Tim Cross, will be as commentator with Oliver Sequeira. So we are ready to stream, but first we would like to see Tim and Oliver, so we can start the stream.
It is, and and this is Oliver. I'm really delighted that Oliver is coming round to my house today, so we're in a position to help me with his new insights. So people who don't know Oliver, he's recently become a grandmaster. He's been working with the top Japanese players, and he's got a lot to teach us. So I'm willing to learn, and it's a delight to have him with us. Hi, Oliver.
Hi, Tim. Yeah, great to be with you.
Honestly, we are following Oliver, and especially when he was in Japan, also training with Mishi and Moshin and other Japanese players. So Oliver Sequeira is under our eyes. We are following him.
Yeah, I'm trying to stay ahead, and it's an impossible job, but never mind.
Okay, mate, if you are ready, so we can continue for the stream and analyze. Okay?
Okay, thank you very much.
Tamam, başlayabiliriz. Okay, Maya and Salih Kayalı. Okay, so Tim and Oliver is there. So Tim, I will leave you the comments over there about the match, and anything happens, I will also moderate you from here. Tim, do you hear me?
Nobody seems to be reacting to me. I just want to make sure that everybody can hear me okay.
Yes, we are hearing you.
Oh, brilliant. Well, we'll just talk from now on, and we'll just talk. There's an interesting 2-2 to play for. Are we pronouncing the name right? Salika.
Salih Kayalı.
Ah, Salih, yeah. Salih, yeah. Okay, so Salih has got a really tough. Yeah.
7 is part of the pure priming structure.
Yeah, and you've nailed it, Oliver. It was the better player. So 6-4. A nice easy. Let's try and escape this priming structure. 6-5.
Oh, very nice. Completed stage of that.
Yeah, where did you do the base?
It's on the left hand side.
Okay. Oh yeah.
6 bits.
6 bits, but he's got more than 6 bits. So that might have been close to a double. He's also. I always notice that when you've got an army against one checker, it's a power. The actual contact favours black here, and so that a slight contact plus a 6-pip lead would have made it quite close to the double. In fact, I was right, the double has been missed. Okay, so again, Salih wants to be looking at a cube here, because even though it's only 6-pip race lead, it's 6-pip race lead plus contact advantage. That is significant enough to make it an initial double. Just because your opponent takes comfortably doesn't mean to say this is an initial double. So sadly, Salih's missing some cubes here.
And it's be a market loser if white doesn't roll any pips.
So either white rolls a 6 or black's lost the market.
Wow.
And Salih is justified. Backgammon's a strange game. So now this is a completely different situation. This is all just about the pip count only, and we're basically looking for around a 10% lead. And obviously it's more complicated than that, but that's what we're looking for. But this is going to be all over really quickly because of the double stakes.
Unless black rolls double 5 or lose.
Yeah. You're okay with that? How are you with the you're very comfortable with it? Yeah. Okay, so this is a straightforward double pass. It's just a pip count, a pip race only. 21 pips in 84 makes it a massive pass. So I'd have, for any beginners watching, you don't need any complex formulas for this. First of all, start working on your pip or just on the straightforward pip count, which is basically around 8%, 10% minus 250 double and 10% plus 250 pass. Then, as you get better, you want to start using different people's formulas, but for that, we didn't need it at that stage. Is that reasonable advice, Oliver?
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, the basic 8-9-12 rule is all I really use with some smaller bits of content.
Yeah. Okay, so that's 1-0 to Maya. Both have started off playing reasonably well, and we're off. So Salih gets the initial advantage by pointing on his opponent's head. And Maya more than equalises straight away. So now Salih, one of the things we have to do is try and get, when your opponent is an advanced anchor, making your own advanced anchor is even more important. An alternative approach. This is interesting.
It's a point to trying to make an advanced anchor when your opponent has one, but
I wouldn't even have seen that play.
Still probably just run.
Yeah. That's interesting. Yeah, it was right to run. Well done, Oliver. Yeah. But it's interesting. I didn't even see the play, even though it was thematic about getting an advanced anchor. It was still better just to run.
So I guess the ones are quite useful for one stack in the top.
Yeah. So what does white do here, Oliver? Well, because of course we want to bring our checker into the play like this, but we're slightly behind in the race. So is it important to keep our contact at maximum regardless? That's a difficult decision.
Difficult, yeah, because often when you've got an advanced anchor, it's about the race and trying to get into the race, right? It's like in Mitch's book, he talks about that a lot. So I might have just stepped up and tried to just fight with that checker rather than getting a fourth checker back, possibly.
Oh no, this isn't correct. This isn't correct. Yeah, well played. Once you've escaped all your back checkers, it's a straightforward game, Backgammon. So just learn the rules and take it from there. So this is now, if anybody came to my talk at the UK Open, they would know exactly what to do here. So that's a double miss. This is a straight.
Salih is leading the race now, so
Yeah.
what do you think
should be
about the
cubing.
cubing now?
Yes, it's a straightforward. I just gave a talk at the UK Open this only 1 week, just over a week ago, and it was on holding game cubes and how simple the rules are. But this is now actually very interesting from White's point of view.
It's going to be.
But I think he will lose the market because probably Maya will pass here.
Yeah.
So he missed the market, lost the market.
Yes. Yes.
And you were saying in your talk it's a 20 pit lead with the 2 landing spots,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
It's 47 pits.
Yeah.
It's a lot more than that.
But the roll before, as you said, there was a straightforward a doubling opportunity. It's quite, once you've escaped all your pit, it's quite easy to double with either just over 10% lead or approximate 15 pit lead. And unfortunately, Salih missed that opportunity. But both players playing well, and Salih's showing that the only thing he really needs to work on is his cube action, because at this point his checker play is excellent. Nice advanced anchor against advanced anchor. And players at this level can play these particulars quite well until we get to the point where we have to make decisions about when to leave the advanced anchor. So again, nice roll.
So the double hit.
Yes, I think so, because it finishes it off in one go. We're making May a roll of 4 here, 4 or a double, or else it's a very powerful position we're in.
Even if she rolls a 4, we can just hit again with another
Yeah.
2 from the bar.
Is it the same again? Yeah. Salih really comfortable with these plays. It's just meat and drink to him. He's very very strong. And Salih's putting big effort. You can see he's got the right attitude. His concentration. You can see his concentration level. This is something I'm working on. Oliver's been with me a couple of hours already, and one of the big discussions we've been talking about is concentration problems and how, especially myself, since I've been teaching, I've been finding it really hard to put in massive effort like I should do in every game. And Salih is looking really focused today, really focused, and that's being, coming back, being rewarded in his play. I just think he needs, from what I've seen so far, it's a very early time to judge. He just needs to work on his simple checker cube play theories, and he's already a super top player. 5-3, but again, it's very early to judge. Maya, of course, already well known in the backgammon world with great experience and good results, and I find it. Of course, I understand what she's saying about wanting to represent, wanting to show people how good women's backgammon is. But I think that she's already done that job.
You've got a hit now, but whereas the last two fours, we just made the 14 and settled for the 20, or made the 9 point. I think probably just made the 14 and the 20.
Yeah, I agree. The 14 looks solid.
Connects the back checkers for the rest of the army, and the race is close, so you don't want to allow an opportunity for more priming in the back checkers. Oh, but you could do this as well. Didn't even look at this.
that could be good. Are we interested in seeing the analysis of that double four? That would have been really interesting. It looks like it was wrong, actually. It looks like it was wrong. Yeah. It was the. It was made the 14. It was solid and good.
Yeah. I guess there was just too much risk and not enough reward for that play.
Yeah. This has suddenly turned into a difficult game for both players. So let's see how we do here. This is interesting. And surely we make the advanced anchor. In a long game like this, we don't want to even risk what I call the 4, 5, and 7 points the glory points, and a lot of the opening is a battle for the glory points in Backgammon. And when you're given them in a long game like this, it's very rare that you don't take the opportunity. And hopefully Maya will do the same here and establish another of the glory points. We don't need to worry. The race is a lot less significant in these positions than when only 1 and 2 seconds back. 4.
This looks fine.
It's a bit of a, white can't hold the position for a long time, so black can just black is going to decide where he takes things from here, and you know there's a lot of things here that are not going to last for a lot. I don't think that hitting on the 1 point can be right with so many checkers back.
Yeah,
but at least we've given
achieve anything.
Yeah. But at least we've given black a difficult decision now.
Whenever you hit on the 1, you want it to at least be for tempo gain or something like that.
That's right.
When you've got a lot of checkers back, you really need to use every single checker to make the important points, like in order to build the prank from the back. That's really hard to do when the guy's on the 1 point. So maybe you don't hit the guy there.
Yeah, play. So this is really tough. A really tough play.
Kind of as much. The dead man there is not doing anything. Now you recirculate.
Yes. And again, Oliver's right. So that's an interesting. I don't know if you heard Oliver's description of that when I wasn't quite sure what to do, but Oliver was very confident, and I understood his reasoning that Maya's when she played to the 1 point. That isn't something you want in sort of long games, and by hitting it, we have recirculated that checker. There's no gain in the race when the race is so long. So this is tough backgammon for both of them. Now, and Maya's going all out.
Could be a long game.
It could. So I think we just make another solid point here. Yeah, that's
nice.
Yeah.
Hope some awkward double as well, like double 6. What's the guy on the 2 point?
So this is, of course, we make the 4 points straight away, and we then start to bring. We start to bring some checkers into play. So 2018 will be part of it, just as a way of bringing a checker into play. Although, having said that, I think as many escape numbers from the 20 points of the 18, not quite. So 2018 was to be part of it, and then the final 2. Oh, that's quite good. I see that point. Well played, Maya. I like that play. So this is fine. Just bring one checker into play for the 20 points. No, there's no risk involved. No.
It's also an option. It's also fine because it's probably not breaking the strip points to hit.
Yeah. Looks like they were very similar. Like I wanted
to get the builder for the 5 foot.
I did, but I also wanted to just whilst we've got the option, whilst the 1 and 2 didn't feel trapped. So I was right with my 20 to 11 play, but only just. So you're right, all the way to call it as you did. But one of the things I quite like staying back, or just a tiny bit longer, on the option of the 2 point anchor. We probably won't ever take it, but there's very little risk. But even though we'll probably never use it, whilst there's no risk in it, it's still worth doing. Okay. So yeah.
The players are so tough.
Yeah, these are tough now. I think if I'm black now, I just hit and take it. I think there's no chance of black winning a timing battle here. Therefore, my technique against these positions is just batter away and then
hope you roll something awkward on the bar that breaks the board.
Yes. Yeah. Well, I would certainly hit the one on the mid point, on the bar point.
She played on it. Well, that was he played.
Oh, this is Salih play, isn't it?
This is starting.
I understand why he's good at that. Well, so he hits it in that. And then with this technique, he's committed himself, so the winner of the battle for the 1 point is really important now. So black should be... Oh. So he can't attack on the 1 point. So he obviously makes the bar point. And then would you make the 11 point or not? And then we've got the cube in the middle as well, isn't it?
Like you said, it's just so hard to make white crack at this point. So we're trying to get hits.
Yeah. So, of course, Salih knows this technique and making sure. I'm intrigued if white were all a 1 here, where we stand on the cube. I think I'd go slightly further. But it's close.
There's going to be loads of diamonds there.
Yeah. Just white down to black cube. There's no problem with playing 6-5 here because the 6 point and 5 point are not that big a difference.
Yeah, probably would have played 6-5. You don't want to be hits at this point. You don't want to be on the bar when aiming at 5.
This is really... These conditions are so tough cube-wise as well, aren't they? At what point I'd be scared of missing multiple doubles with black, but it looks like there hasn't been any miss so far. And certainly now white is a clear take. But the position of before was harder.
There's lots of gammon chances, but white's got loads of winning chances where the midpoint hasn't been played yet.
Oh, this is just so tough backgammon, isn't it, Oliver? What would you... I think I might play to the 11 point from the 15. Yeah.
And like point to builders for the 5.
Have you any thoughts? Send these? No, you don't. You can't hear me. Well, I wasn't correct. Yeah, they were very close, very, very close. And Maya's got the same idea as I have, so she's right. This is on my good book. Well done, Maya. Okay, so White clearly wants to make the 5 points as quickly as possible now. Now let's bring in checker, yeah. Because these points are useful to keep. We're playing Maya, you're playing a bit better now, this is good. And some tough plays now. I think it's time to pay now. Yeah, would you agree? Yeah.
Yeah.
I like Sally's style. Okay. No,
It was 6-1.
what do you think?
6-3.
Well, but by giving it a bit,
I think probably would say it, because if we don't and you just take
Yeah.
the guy, it's like
yeah.
we can't really take
No.
the cube at that point.
What about the cube now from the bar? I think I would. Because sequences like 1, 5, 2, 5, 3 with that, and then down to the huge passes. And White's got such a long way before they can move the cube back. So I'm actually cubing at this point. So it's,
Yeah, I guess so.
Salih.
I guess it is a cube from the bar. Can you even take it?
Hard. So you think the takings are an issue as well? Have you any thoughts, Sendies? No, he's not hearing me. Never mind. I won't. Sendies, I'm not being. I won't ask you, but I'm interested in your thoughts. But it seems like you can't hear me, so that's why I won't be asking. I'm not asking anymore. But fantastic. But Salih, in particular, has impressed me with two things: his concentration and his solid play. And we know how good May is, and she certainly won't be happy with. She certainly won't be happy. Now I think Salih
I think it's got to be a take for those cubes.
Let's see if he has this computer. We'll see in a
I
second.
think it looks like it was no double.
Oh wow! Well done, Salih. I'm still cubing now. So if there's any way we could see what the cube was like, that.
So all like bases are in the way of the analysis.
Right.
I think the turn.
Oh, maybe those. Oh, sorry. Can't go there. Oh, there.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So, the cube now. Oh, is it?
Okay, so this was a cube because we had sixes.
So we were too good at this.
Maybe it's too good for.
Wow. It's a shame we've not seen the. It's a shame we've not seen all the cube actions there, because it was really complex cubing from both sides, and it was really interesting for both Oliver and myself. We certainly were. We definitely weren't 100% certain at any point, were we? So unfortunately, that's affected Sally's PR as well. Those missed cubes. And now I actually don't think he has a cube. What do you think?
No, I don't think so. Structure the 6, 5 and 4 point.
Yeah.
Not too difficult to continue.
No. Oh, there's the one out. So is it? What do you think? 4-3 or 22? This is tough.
I mean, it's all about the cube action, right? It's about whether we've got a catch or 2 birds.
Okay, and so what about now? This is fascinating backgammon, technically. Unfortunately, it's not doing either of them PR any good, but what Salih needs to remember is, even if he doesn't understand, give Maya a tough decision. If I was in Maya's boat, because there were times where I didn't know it was a pass or a take, So you should be given that tough decision to make. So now obviously he's too good to double, and he's just rolling on as too good to double.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see some of those cubes for a take or a pass
or too good in something. Yeah. In the one we were talking so well.
Now it's just way too good.
Yeah, Salih knows that now.
Probably going to be 4 or 6 away.
But it's not. Oh, it's not acceptable just to like figure. You have to not be. You have to make your effort to not miss these cues. Just going. Oh, I will be okay. If it goes well for me, I'll be too good. It's something we can't afford to think. You know what Salih should be thinking is, oh, I mustn't miss these cubes next time. Okay, so this is the last significant roll, and that's good enough. I can't white. What's the rate? Yeah, it's very tough to run this one off from my.
Maybe he was just like really confident it was already too good or something.
Right, and he never
stop. But it's always good to just stop and think in those spots. Like,
absolutely.
Even if you're just going to give your opponent a tough difficulty, you know it's one way or the other.
I agree. You know, just think about what you know. There's lots of ways to play backgammon. One little tip I have is do what your opponent doesn't want you to do. And the number of times I'm sat opposite somebody thinking, please don't double because I don't know what to do. And this, you know, and this certainly was one of those occasions. And that at some of the points in here, this is why Salih should have doubled. But what we've seen from Salih is absolute great determination and concentration and a real understanding of the checker play. But he obviously needs to work on cube action, but I'm sure he will do that, and I'm sure he'll get it sorted. He understands the game too well not to do. Played Salih. Unfortunately, Maya is bringing her PR down as well, and getting into the bounds of respectability for two players of this stature. Just maximise crossovers. Okay, so that's it. Okay. So now it's 3-1 to 7. Needs 4 against needs 6.
35.7%.
Oh wow, yeah. So we already noticed that there'll be slight difference. So the player 4 away will be not slightly reticent to double, but only slightly, because 4 away is good as well. 4 away can be used effectively anyway. 6-4. Nice natural play from Maya. Fight for the glory points is what I tell all the people who work with me coaching wise. Oh, and I'm shocked.
A little bit passive.
Yeah, that's not been like him at all. Yeah, it's only a small error, but
it's like 6-1 and 6-3, and I'm making 5.
And look how close it is, though.
Well, I suppose he's already up in the base. And,
yeah.
Just consolidate a race,
yes.
Maybe. But.
Yes. So, nothing like Salih obviously has a natural feel for the game. Switching easily between hitting and not hitting and running plays. naturally and easily. He didn't quite get it right there, but it was close enough to be acceptable. Oh, okay. Oh, thanks. All right. So outfield points are very important. Don't forget that, people.
When you're up in the race as well, just trying to just get you just consolidate.
Now this is interesting. 5-4. What do you think about that? Cool. What else could she do? Oh no, it's Salih again. This is oh, great play, Salih. That was something that I would have had to angst over for ages, and Salih got it really quickly. Well played, Salih. Well played. Again, for anybody wanting to watch and learn, the reason why the play was so good and able to be made is because White hasn't got any spares to attack. I think so. I think she. Yeah, I think so. I think she needs to give herself chances to escape here. No, I think that's the correct play. Really interesting. So White obviously now wants to attack with the stronger board, or White's got a lot of different options here, or make an advanced anchor. But so it's now going to be attack on the 3 point. Would you agree? Rather than even though there is a nice play to the 12 point, I don't think White has enough time to play this. I think White needs to move attack, because the problem with playing 21 to 12, 21 to 11, is that it gives black too much opportunity. So I think that's a correct play. The tempo is important. So hopefully when that's discovered, we will see. It looks like it was right.
Yeah, it's the avalanche of like
Yes.
checkers there that are just going to be used to make the ball quick.
So for example, if white hadn't hit there, black would have now made the 4 point and have a 5 point prime.
It's fine.
Well played, Salih.
Keep white on the bar as long as possible. And just try and hit the other guy.
Yeah.
Get him at 14 point.
Or do we go forward and blitz?
I like to get one of the back checkers out, otherwise you might get stuck there.
Yeah.
If we go for the blitz and Maya rolls,
Obviously. Oh,
it's nothing. Whereas here, if she rolls a 2, it's a much better position to save one of the back line and have one more flexibility.
Great play. Alexi. Is black anywhere near a cube here? I think.
At the score, there's a lot of gammon, so probably just play on for the gammon.
Really?
It's been automatically re-cubed for the match. If we re-cube, so we fill all of our gammons by double.
Right.
Sometimes it's just like no point.
Yeah.
It's like either too good or no double.
I don't think. See, I don't. Interestingly, I mean, I obviously can always learn, like I said at the start. That's the kind of thing I think at 3 away and 2 away, obviously. I don't have it a massive part of my thinking at 4 away. So I need to look at that myself. But as soon as this is over, I'm going to be quizzing Oliver on that very subject and see if we can agree on it.
So you can switch or you can just like hit loose, but I think the switch is less, there's a lot less risk. Although it gives up the nice kill prime structure.
Oh, look at that. Big priming. So it was just consolidated with the prime. Interestingly, I appear in the Times Chris Bay article in about 3 weeks' time. Showing one of my humors. It's kind in the rest of the article about me, but this was it was a very similar position to this, where I attacked rather than primed against John Georgiou in the first round of the UK Open, and it was almost identical mistake as this one. So that's interesting. So all it's
so when White's got no timing, right? Yeah. I guess you don't mind them making the anchors because they're just going to crack and break for
it. It's in a bit of both, which is not right. So
he double switch. Just to play. I initially saw, but
that's kind of what I did in the thing that, like I say, that Chris is going to write an article about my mistake, and when he asked me for my comment before it was published, I just said that priming is the art of backgammon, and I have to remember that more. And this was a perfect example of it.
You can see how this can go wrong quite quickly. Maya just makes a high anchor, and then black still has a lot of work to do to get the back checkers around. I guess when you still have a lot of work to do with the back checkers, the pure prime is really important just to stop anything going wrong very quickly.
Okay, so when I was talking about the cube, was that from a position? Was the cube already in the middle? Oh, sorry, at one side.
The cube was already
sorry. We're not in disagreement then about the 4. I thought the cube was in the middle when we were having that conversation.
Yeah, it's automatically readable.
Sorry, of course I agree with Oliver. Unfortunately, he won't be being stressed by me to convince me of something because we are in agreement. Oh, this is fascinating now. So Salih, this is Salih does not double down because he's got so many chances of a gammon. Oh, but again, another tough play. I think I just batter away, I think. What do you do? Do you play this one?
Again, it's sort of like another one where you're breaking the pure prime structure.
Yeah.
But at this point, it's not as risky because white doesn't have as strong a board overall.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think my instinct is just to hit on the 4 point, but it could well be right to just hit on the 19.
Yeah. Oh, this is tough backgammon. They're both playing okay in this tough backgammon. I know Sally's thinking the same thing we're both thinking. So that would be my play, but I understand the 4 players, the 94 as well. Oh, and Oliver's right, it was a blunder to play on the 24, it was 94, but now it's easy. But now it is easy to play, North Star is really play. Let's have a look. 79, right, thank you. The transcriber can tell what we're thinking, so thank you very much, transcriber. And impressive work, by the way, as a transcriber. So all black thinking now is, how do I maximise my chance of winning the battle for the 4 points?
I would just probably leave double 4. It's not even that big if it matters. The 4's a great roll anyway, so and now we're leaving it for multiple rolls if we don't kill him before like this.
Well played, Salih. This match has got potential to be all over. So let's see how we go. Intriguing play for both players. I know that Maya's not going to be happy with a PR, but she's shown in the past what a great player she is. So this is. But again, the game's not over. 8 point games. They can come back to home. You can win them anytime. Makes Salih play well.
Just make the 7. I'll just make the 7 point.
Because one could still go wrong if white came in quickly.
Well, if white came in just to port 6s to play down instead of out.
Yeah.
And yeah, like you said, it could still go wrong. Like if she came in immediately, then there's a few fly shots.
It's a bit different now. Now we're looking pretty confident that white is going to break the timing down.
Yeah, you often don't make the 7 when you've pretty much got all your checkers in.
Yeah.
Basically already. So there's not much risk.
3 plays itself. But if white does throw a 6, she must use it to come out and not, this is something we learned quite early. Okay, so white, even if they rolled a 4-3, would probably still come out. Oh, that is a bad roll. That is a bad roll. Yeah, we're looking by that really damaged the chances if she gets
at least there's no dead checkers. Yeah. Still, like a 6 followed by a couple of 1s.
Another bad roll for black. But white is so much. If white was hitting now, it's so much tougher than it would have been without having that bad roll previously. 5-2. So this is the worst thing. The containment play is what you read in a PR contest. But for now, we're just spreading the outfield. Nice play by it. And we're also with a 1 going to roll 2-1 to get recirculated. So again, bringing out some checkers into the outfield, either one or two. I think I will bring two in. I think I will play 24 to 20 again, just to spread as much as possible. But when I say it's tough,
to not get hit with double six. Blocks double six a bit better.
Oh, and a tricky double one. Tricky way it plays itself, but tricky. I mean, it's not good in that it might give white chance to recirculate, and there are now some bad numbers for black. 5-2. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, spread out. So, we want to spread out when we're
as many checkers as possible to contain the checker. Yeah. So freeing that one up is good.
That's right. 18.
16, 18, 13. 24, 19, 18, 16.
Yes.
Tie.
That's right. So Oliver and myself would naturally play 21, 19, 18, 16. And so as Maya. And it's a 0.002 error. I wouldn't be surprised if actually exactly right there. So 4-1, that plays naturally. Well played, Salih. Oh. This is the kind of play that feels to us humans as almost meaningless, and sometimes XG just penalises you really tough.
Sometimes it's good to try and look for blocking the double six and the double five.
But can you see it was an error, and it's like so hard to understand why that was an error.
Just trying to block these high doubles whilst also keeping your checkers spread out and containing them at the same time.
Yeah.
It's really hard to find the right balance.
2, next roll. So of course now Maya hits on the 6 points as she possibly can do. And she can. So I think here that we do I think we make that point. Because
we don't want to get hit.
Yeah. Yeah, it was correct. So Maya needs this hit, and she's got it. Well played, Maya. Maya's big issue now is the 2 checks. Oh, I don't know about opening that. I'm not sure. No,
I couldn't do this yet.
No.
I mean, it's a big swing on double 1, double 3.
Yeah. So what does Salih attack? Oh, at least you're giving Salih a really tough decision.
Sometimes maybe would hit, but try and kill him.
That would have been so hard. I'd have been out for the depth. Yeah, it wasn't correct to hit.
That's why it was like
I like playing 2-1 here, Oliver.
Yeah, it's a good use of that checker.
Yeah.
And also,
so they're both struggling a bit in these positions. I understand what they're going. Look back, Ellen. I'd have played 2-1 with the. Well, it's no big deal.
we're probably like 35 hours ago.
My plan was quite by the time you're going.
Lots of chance, probably.
Okay, so Maya needs this one. So she needs no 2. Sally's looking for 2 here, and he's got it. It's gonna be. It's a chance to run this. No,
it's probably going to be the match.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's a good start. And well played, Maya. 2, so 6. It's going to be tough to run this off, but not impossible. But she needs a big double quickly. So just maximise crossovers in these positions. Don't overanalyze it till we're getting towards the last moment. Double one. Again, at least 2 off. The rest doesn't happen. Oh, and that's it. Match over. Well played, Salih. Well played. Interesting match. Salih, really good concentration, a complete understanding of checker play. I hope he knows he needs to just learn some of the simple rules on the cube. But really impressive play. Maya, great player, but today she didn't come out with the best, but she's still got time to get it sorted. Best Oliver?
Yes, actually, this is one of the also short match that we stream in last few days.
Yeah.
There are some matches, they finished only in one game, especially Ali Çetinbelen and Mishi when they played. It was a short match also. But we know that Maya is a tournament player.
She is. She's a great player.
She doesn't like PR that much, but she has her own game plan. So she follows that, but the PRs can be sometimes high for her or less. But she has her own game plan, and she always follows that plan too.
Yeah, brilliant. Well, thank you so much for inviting me, and I'm delighted that Oliver could join as well. And I hope that we offered some decent insights to you, because we enjoyed doing it, didn't we, Oliver?
Yeah, it was great fun. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much for joining us, Tim and Oliver. As we said, our eyes are on you, Oliver. Our young talented player in the backgammon community.
Don't forget me.
Yeah,
there's life in the old dog yet.
Tim, you are legend.
In my own mind.
Okay, mate.
I'll see you again.
So,
thank you so much for inviting us.
Have a nice day and nice backgammon plays. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you. See you soon. Enjoy
Bye-bye.
the rest of the tournament. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Yes, this is the third match of the third day. So our last streams will try. It will start in 1 hour later. One of the two Turkish young talented player, Mehmet Çakıcı from North Cyprus and Ali Haydarbayar from Turkey. They'll face each other, and Ali Haydarbayar in this bootcamp, he really plays with beautiful PRs. I think it's 2.20 something. He plays with really nice PR, and Mehmet Çakıcı also, one of our good players. So in 1 hour we'll see what will happen after they finish about their PR. So thank you to join us, and hopefully see you next time. Okay, bye bye.